Welcome Ayanna Hudson Higgins, who is the Director of Arts Education for the Los Angeles County Arts Commission, which I am happy to say is located in my congressional district in downtown Los Angeles. She is here today to talk about the importance of arts in education grants, which unfortunately the President has proposed for elimination. These are small grant programs that are designed to identify the programs that use arts education to improve school performance. These grants allow these programs to grow, to scale, and ultimately allows them to become models for other schools and districts. And since I represent a district with many schools labeled in need of improvement under the No Child Left Behind Act, I understand the critical need for improvement in the core academic areas such as math, science, and reading, but I'm also very much aware of the fact that we have heard in the past expert testimony to this effect, that creativity and personal expression in the classroom through the arts actually helps to improve a child's performance overall in school, and particularly in these core areas. So, Ms. Hudson Higgins, I would like to welcome you and thank you for the work that you do in Los Angeles and throughout the nation. I look forward to your testimony.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you, Congresswoman Roybal Allard, and members of the subcommittee. On behalf of the Los Angeles County Arts Commission and Americans for the Arts, I respectively request the subcommittee to adopt an appropriation of $53 million for the arts and education programs of the U.S. Department of Education. I also ask that it explicitly require the U.S. Department of Education to conduct much-needed research on the status of dance, music, theater, and the visual arts in America's public schools, including the Fast Response Statistical Survey. Before considering funding levels, members of the subcommittee need to be aware of a simple but very breathtaking fact, and it follows up the Congresswoman's point that students with education rich in the arts have a better grade point average in core academic subjects, score better on standardized tests, and also have lower dropout rates than students without arts education. And this fact is demonstrated by an increasing amount of compelling research, and it also confirms that these results occur across the socioeconomic range. Arts education is rigorous and standards-based, and I believe that the arts provide students with an opportunity to develop problem-solving skills, critical thinking skills, and to foster their creativity. In essence, the arts help students develop the critical skills that are needed for the 21st century workforce. You can agree or disagree with me on that point, but you cannot ignore the research, which shows that arts help kids do better in school. Since 2001, as the Congresswoman mentioned, the Department of Education has run two important competitive grant programs, the Model Development and Dissemination Program and the Professional Development Grants Program. And a recent Model Development and Dissemination grant was given to the Los Angeles Unified School District to evaluate an innovative model of delivery of arts-based instruction to remedial sixth grade English learners. With increased funding, the Arts and Education Grant Program will be able to support additional models and also to disseminate these findings nationally. Despite research showing the positive impact of arts education, we do not have comprehensive, reliable information about students' access to the arts. The last Fast Response Survey report was from 1999-2000 school year. The next round is long overdue. Congress has urged the Department of Education to implement the Fast Response Survey to no avail. Good data does exist in some localities, including my own, but only data that is national in scope will allow Congress to make national arts policy. In 2000, the county commissioned the Arts in Focus report, which was the first ever survey of the status of arts education for 1.7 million students in 82 school districts. 100% of the superintendents interviewed stated they believe in the importance of arts education. However, 54% reported no adopted arts policy. The average ratio of arts teachers to students was 1 to 1,200, and 78% allocate less than 2% of their budget to arts education. In 2002, the County Board of Supervisors adopted Arts for All, Los Angeles County Regional Blueprint for Arts Education. To date, 20 school districts are at various stages of receiving technical assistance to create a substantial infrastructure utilizing district data to develop and adopt an arts education policy and long-range budgeted plan. As another key strategy in the regional blueprint, the county created the Arts Education Performance Indicators Report to track the status of an arts education infrastructure, an adopted arts education policy, an adopted plan, an arts coordinator, a budget of at least 5%, and a student-to-arts teacher ratio of 400 to 1. If the example of Los Angeles County teaches us anything, it is that access to up-to-date, accurate data is imperative to drive policy change. You may be aware that for the FY 06-07 budget for the state of California includes $605 million for arts education. I've described the massive commitment of both Los Angeles County and the state of California to support arts education. The federal government needs to step up as well through an appropriation of $53 million for arts education programs through the U.S. Department of Education, and through requiring the Department of Education to conduct the much-needed research in arts education for America's public schools. Thank you very, very much for the opportunity to deliver this statement. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman?
Appreciate your time.
Mr. Wright? I just want to thank you. I think that what you're talking about really needs to move to the forefront of our national debate on poverty.
Yeah.
I think my own opinion is that the arts are going to be the 21st century poverty solution. And if we focus and we really want to end the cycle, it's the kind of programs I think you're talking about. And so I just wanted to say thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you again.